Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renee Roden. If you have not already, please like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Today's look is the super cute Angry Pumpkin pedicure. I also painted my fingernails. This video will be linked above as well as in the description box. To achieve beautiful and long-lasting nails, one must first get the feet into tip-top shape with a pedicure. I will be incorporating some of these tools and products in this video to achieve the final look, and I will be doing the entire pedicure in a separate video that will be linked in the description box. I did this set on September 8th, which was about a little over 5 weeks ago. Now it's time to get to work. I'm going to soak off the dip powder with acetone and wrap the nails in foil paper for about 30 to 40 minutes. This is what the nails look like. Now we're doing the pedicure in a separate video and it will be linked below. Here are the nails after the pedi. After the pedi is complete, you want to use acetone and remove any excess oil from the nails. Go ahead and grab your toe separator so that you don't smudge your nails when creating this look. Either use a nail file, nail buffer, or an e-file to lightly get the shine off of the natural nails. The first product I'm using is the Modelones Nail Dehydrator. This will allow for the removal of the oil from the natural nails and to help the powder adhere. If you skip this step, you may experience cracking and lifting. I have my Modelones dip powder in 01 clear. I'm rolling the powder so it's not clumped, and then I'm tapping the top to make sure all of the excess is not in the lid. I have this fingertip art nail recycling system. It helps us not waste or contaminate the entire powder. I remove the top scoop and pour the powder all over the nails so that it will fall into the bottom scoop. I also apply duct tape on the other side because there's a hole and I don't want to lose any powder at all. I am pouring my powder into the scoop and we're ready to do the nails. To apply this powder, I'm using the Modelones or Modelones 2-in-1 base and top coat. I'm applying the base at the midpoint of the nail and bringing it down to the end of the nail and staying away from the corners as well as the skin. This is the first step in building the nails. Then I'm holding the toe at a 45-degree angle, allowing the powder to waterfall off of the toe and not sit on top of the nail. I'm pouring with the scoop and allowing the large cap to catch the excess powder since it's nice and wide compared to holding it over the nail filing system. Then I am tapping the powder off of the nail. I am then doing the same step to each individual toe. I am brushing the toes off and now I am applying the second coat just a little higher than the first coat, and I'm bringing it down to the tip of the nail. I'm then pouring the powder all over. If you got some glue on your skin, grab a toothpick and clean up the area before it dries. Again, I am doing the same steps on the other toes. Now I'm applying the third coat as close to the edge of the nail as possible while still avoiding the cuticles and the skin. Now we can cap the ends of the nails. I'm using a dry napkin to wipe off the wet nail glue on my skin, pour the powder on like usual, and then tap away the excess. I did the other toes off camera. I'm now onto the fourth coat. This will help give the nail more durability and gives us room for when we file. The last two coats were supposed to be white powder. You can do this if you wish, but I'm going to paint the nails white. Don't forget to use the toothpick to clean up. I've brushed the powder off of all the toes. Now I'm applying the Modelones or Modelones activator. It dries and hardens in about 5 to 10 minutes, depending if you use a fan. While I'm waiting on my nails to dry, I'm taking out my toe separators and using Sugaring NYC in medium to remove the long hairs from my toes. I will have a separate video of how I use sugaring for hair removal, and this process will also be in the pedicure video. I have my Cremona e-file to handle the task. You can use a nail file to shape your nails. This just makes the job easier and gives a more polished look. I've got it on a low setting and I'm using my shaping tool to clean the corner areas and around the edges of the nail. I'm then using the cuticle pusher to get into the corners where we used the toothpick to be super sure our skin and cuticles aren't glued together. I have my buffing tool to smooth any bumps and ridges over the entire nail, but backing away from the cuticle. I then add my hardest grit sanding band to my emery tool to clean up the nails and give it symmetry, smooth, and shine. Look how neat and natural our nails look. I have my two nail files, the regular and the stainless steel. I tried the large nail file, but it doesn't fit the side of my nail to file properly. It does work well to file the tip of the nail across the front into a square. This is the Wet n Wild Fast Dry AF Photo Focus color in Lovey Dovey, and I am applying 2 coats of this. Let's get into this candy corn theme. The first color I'm using is Apple Barrel Bright Yellow. Yes, this is acrylic paint. Use whatever works for you. I'm pouring the yellow into 2 rounds on my palette. Then I'm using Folk Art Medium Yellow and adding it into both of the yellow rounds on the palette. Then I'm adding Apple Barrel's Real Red to one of the rounds to make the color orange. This is the Folk Art in Wicker White and Americana Paint in Cool White. The last is Apple Barrel in the color black. Make sure to have a cup with clean water for your brushes and a rag or paper towel to wipe off the excess. I'm using the tail of my brush to mix the colors in very well. Starting with the big toe, I'm using a 3/4 wash brush to paint the yellow onto the top portion of the nail. Using the same brush, after I clean it off, I'm dipping it into the orange and applying it to the mid portion of the nail, slightly overlapping into the yellow. I am still using the same brush now, moving on to paint all of the other toes completely orange. I'm cleaning up the sides of the nails as I go along. Now I'm using a liner 6 brush, dipping it into the color yellow and orange to create fine lines from the orange and taking it slightly into the yellow. After cleaning my brush, I'm taking the white and pulling it into the orange, making fine lines. I'm applying a second coat of orange to the other toes while the big toes dry. I cleaned my brush and I'm free-handing white tips on each individual toe. I'm now taking a precise eyeliner pencil because I don't have a smaller brush. With the black, I'm creating a straight line to create sideways triangles for the eyes. You can apply small dots to easily connect your lines. Now I'm making a right side up triangle for a nose. I'm creating a thin upward smile line and adding small vertical lines throughout the length of the smile's curve, making the lines longer on the outskirts of the nails as well. I'm pulling up from the line as well as down away from the line for more effect in the white area. I'm going to let the acrylic dry for about 10 minutes and grab something to eat. I'm applying the Modelones 2-in-1 base and top coat to seal the colors and to add a glossy finish. Don't forget to cap the end of the nails so the colors don't chip. Apply a second coat if you feel like it's necessary. The bond will dry in 5 minutes and doesn't need to be cured. I'm moisturizing my feet with olive oil. I am using the DFI Aging Cuticle Oil. I'm not sure if they sell it anymore, but you can use any oil of your choice. I'm using a cuticle applicator brush to get it into the fine crevices. Please comment below if you love this look and if you want to see more like it. And also comment what do you do at home to keep your toes well maintained. This is the really spooky candy corn pumpkin toes that I created. I really hope that you enjoyed how we got to this final destination. Don't forget to check out the mani look, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.